ETX High School Football Show is sponsored by Down in Texas Magazine, Chronicles of Beauty, East Texas Touchdown Queens, Loud Be Quiet Air Freshener, Jimenez Inc. Lawn Care and Moving Service, and Designs by Washington Girls. Football show. And we back just like that. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you always gonna have haters, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game. You know, so y'all hang in there with me. You know what I'm talking about? We right back in the mix. You know what I'm talking about?
Shooting yourself in the foot. You got a great drive. You're getting in front of the chains.
Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all have it full screen for a minute so I can get back in the mix.
Hey, when you weigh 340, you're going to see those leans every time.
I think that's going to be a run. What do you think, Coach?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
KJ Greer, though, an outstanding left tackle. He's a Ouachita Baptist commit. And Josh Gibson says he's just a shining light on the team, one of the best kids on the team. They've got a ton of great kids. So it's first and goal from the 13. Pleasant Grove trying to retake the lead. Draw handoff. Bells trying to explode.
Good hard running, but not much there.
He may be playing on, I don't know, 1.5 hamstrings, but he is a whole player.
He likes it now. The helmet didn't come off that time like he ripped his helmet off the first time, but that's where he was again. But he's fired up now. Second goal.
Quee back. Defensive MVP of the state championship game last year. A tone setter at defensive end this season for Carthage. No gains, second and goal. And again, by the way, Zay Owens lost his helmet. He has to leave the field for one play.
Drops back. Oh, got a little pressure. Oh, and he dropped it.
Nick Bells could not bring it in. Nice
Man.
Yancey to make the blow glancing from Quee back. It's third down and goal.
Yeah, Yancey did a great job, just staying out of that tackle and gave his team a chance. Okay, great strength there as that big kid looked downfield, brought his eyes back to his hot route, and then just didn't make the catch. I don't know how much they got out of it. The third and goal here.
Colt Yancey had completed 3 straight, including the 25-yarder on fourth down before that incompletion.
I'm just really surprised we haven't got the ball into Marion's hand. I keep looking for where he is.
Well, on third down.
Drops back. Oh, the pressure going deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, okay. Incomplete.
Jump ball intended for Landon Fincher in double, almost triple coverage. It's fourth down.
The problem with that jump ball is Fincher is a couple inches shorter than the 2 guys you're jumping with. I'm not sure that's the best way you want to do that. But again, great pressure. On those balls that Colt has to throw up, it's when he has that great pressure. When he doesn't have pressure in time to step up, he does a great job.
This is a 30-yarder.
Kick is up.
29-yarder that Silas Yao was able to make earlier in the game, and this one splits the uprights. So it's not 6, but Pleasant Grove is able to score on that drive. A good grinding drive against a very tough defense to get some points for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, they had a couple of fourth downs. Yeah, a couple of penalties that hurt them there, but it may have been longer first downs. But they proved to themselves, hey, if we get back to the basics, we don't have to have the big play. Just grind it away. We've got a quarterback that can run. We can throw those flare routes. We can hit bells for 4, 5, 6. We'll break one eventually. They should have a lot of confidence, And again, when you look at Carthage defensively, they had 2 huge plays, went up, and the kind of the bend but don't break mentality right there. They bit a little, gave up 3, didn't give up the score. I'm sure Surratt's, hey, that's good. Let's go. Let's keep it up. If we score touchdowns and they score field goals, we're going to beat them.
So Carthage.
Yeah, got to update that tickle.
Like you say, make another good defensive play on a drive. This time making it 3 instead of 6. Now the kickoff into the wind by Pleasant Grove. Solomon is the kickoff man. And looks to kick it off deep. It's going to find a dead spot and kick up.
Yeah, you
right
got to.
at the
Oh.
20. Bringing it in and staying inbounds up the sideline, Jace Harris, before he's finally turned away. So let's look at how Carthage got back into this. Again, Pleasant Grove led by 10 at the half.
Yeah, obviously fumbled it. If we can't pick it up, we're going to try to fall on it. The big scoop and score just gets them completely back in the ball game. In the next series, going to throw it just kind of, again, great pressure by Smith.
Like I said, y'all see this, share this live, share this live, share this live.
Series of the second half, and then the Bull, he's going to just keep going. I think that was the third time in a row they just powered the ball inside. Really kind of tried to demoralize the defensive set. So that's how they got back in it, and now we've got a pretty close game. Pleasant Grove came back, kicked the field.
We appreciate everybody who
we're close.
rocking with us this evening.
Now. And he's got the wind with him at his back, so we may see him try to air it out now.
Been some big momentum swings, and Circut back to pass, a little backside pressure, wings it underneath a tip ball, and it is caught at the 32-yard line. Jaden Jeffress comes up limping, favoring that left side.
Yeah, a little hamstring looks like.
Yeah.
Went up high, maybe a cramp. He's going to have to come out. He's holding his hammy.
Even on this 58-degree day, he's going to try to work it out. 5-yard gain on the play.
Again, look, he's pointing. He wants him to turn and go up at field general point. Great catch. You know, that's an NFL catch. Got both feet in.
Second down and 5. Deep back KJ Edwards approaching 100 yards on the ground again tonight. And he'll get the call. Cuts it back. And team rallies to the football. Pleasant Grove in there on the stop. Buck Anderson leading the charge. And about a 2-yard gain. It is shy of the first down. Third down on the way.
Yep. Again, Jeff was able to change the play, get him into a package they wanted. Third down 3. Toss out to Edwards. Edwards has throw it tackle to the sideline.
Oh!
And inside the 35 to the 34. KJ.
And them boys cooking now. Them boys cooking now.
Watch the replay. Watch the kick out block. Here it comes right here. Kick him right out to the tight end. Man, once you do that, you give Edwards the chance to run like that. It's going to be hard to stop. Great kick out on that defensive end.
And right back to play. They want to go quick. But on the handoff to Edwards, he is turned away after a 1-yard gain to the 31.
Still going quick. Surratt thinks he's got something here against PG.
Yeah, they cooking now.
But he won't be able to snap the football before the end of the third quarter. But it is a defensive-minded third for Carthage. Turning Pleasant Grove over not once, but twice, leading to 14 points and the lead for the defending champ Bulldogs. But Pleasant Grove lingers, only down by 1. A classic brewing in McKinney in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that boy definitely serious, man. We're gonna see if we can bring y'all some more coverage here. We got plenty of games going on, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all want to watch this, but there's plenty of games going on, and we gon' adjust and bring y'all something else here in a minute. I'm just trying to see what's popping out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot out there. You know what I'm saying? That Kilgo game might be over with. I'm trying to get it to pull up. Yeah, we probably just gonna leave it right here till I can find some other games, man. It's a lot of work, man, to do this here, man. I know y'all don't know, but it is, man. But it's all good, man. That's what we do it for, man, for the people, man.
Down one to start the fourth quarter. Pleasant Grove looking to get a stop right here. If you look at the back of their helmets, it says heart and soul. Those two words perfectly sum up what this program is all about. Throughout the year,
We'll be right back on the ETS High School Football Show.
Heart and soul.
Everybody can't get in there.
Hey, you know what, dog? We need a magazine down here in Texas, man.
Yeah, we do.
We do, man. Matter of fact, they should call it Down in Texas.
That's a good idea.
And then we just gotta tell them that everybody can't get in this magazine like we are. So I'm gonna let my boy Prez tell you all about Down in Texas, man.
Down in Texas magazine, you know they giving you the culture.
Ooh-wee.
But guess what? Everybody can't get in there.
Hey, they giving y'all the culture, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Y'all see that? Who has that culture, man?
Fourth quarter. 2nd and 7 from the 31. And look at
Good hard running.
Bull pirouette in the backfield for Jace Harris, but only picks up 2 out of it. It'll be a 3rd down and 5, and a chance for the Pleasant Grove defense here early on in the fourth quarter to make a stand.
Yeah, it's, now or never. They've got to do something. Hold them to 3 or at least an attempt here, but I think they probably go for it on 4th.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, John. I'm trying to
We'll see if the defense comes up with.
trying to see what other games is on too.
In McKinney in the fourth
That's a
quarter.
whole nother. That's a whole nother
3rd down. Let's go to the sideline.
struggle.
Offensive coordinator Clinton Ensley, head coach Scott Circut calling the plays. And it's a give to KJ Edwards, slashing up the middle. Space.
There you go.
Edwards is the
There you go. Touchdown, Carthage.
Short of 29. And the Bulldogs are back up by 7.
Yeah, what an explosion. Pretty good blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
One guy's missed there, and that was our man there. Finally missed the tackle, but man, that's
Got to update that ticker already.
space on an explosion. So great play, and they stretch it back out, and I go back to Austin's what she said with Coach Gibson. We're gonna check the heart and soul of PG right now. I know they've got it because I know he has it. But when this happens, with the fourth quarter,
Well, they're gonna go for 2.
That's where that check is going to come in. He'll be glad that he built that. But man, Carthage is going to go for 2.
Trying to take the 2-score lead on the rollout. Sarad and tries to throw off his back foot and cannot hit anyone. Great job to blow it up.
Yeah, I don't see why they didn't just go for one. Just kick the field goal. But I mean, hey,
That may be huge down the stretch here early in the fourth quarter, but Carthage getting into the end zone. And now on the night, KJ Edwards, 13 carries, 159, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you watch the point of attack right there. He didn't get touched till right there. That's your rover, your strong safety, and then it's just an explosion when he gets to there. So they're riding their guy right now, and he's going to carry him. Here's the 2-point conversion. Kind of got off his back foot, Yancey did, but he had pressure on that to keep it, and that's a big play. Like I said, that keeps it to a 1-score game. So I'm sure that Coach Gibson can build off of that as he gets in. And a couple of things. I love what the Austin's report a while ago with Coach Gibson.
yeah, I would just kick the field goal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Yeah, they coaching. They know what they doing.
At Graham was his 3rd state championship. We played him well. Went for 2.
Yeah, a lot of the other games don't come on till later. Okay, I got one. I need to check on.
So what Coach Surratt does is amazing. I've become a really great follower of Coach Gibson, and he's been involved with a program called Capturing Kids' Hearts, and that's a whole where it's transformational as opposed to transactional. And he believes in the relationships of his kids, and his kids believe in that relationship with him. And basic statement is, if you have a kid's heart, you'll have their head. And I think he's got their heart right now. So we'll see if Carthage doesn't get in their head enough that their hearts can. But right now, Carthage heart's in it too, and Surratt's got them going, and it's going to go down to the wire, John.
No doubt. I mean, these are 2 outstanding teams on the field and off as well. And it's a pop-up kick into the wind. Taken out of bounds. A bounce right along the sideline. It does go out of bounds. And there's the penalty flag. Some pretty good field position out of all that. for Pleasant Grove, even though it was some nervous moments for the Hawks.
That wind's playing havoc with all of that. Pretty good athletic move, 23. I'm not sure of his name, but I think he could have dunked about twice going up and getting that ball, trying to keep it in play.
That's Amari Shepard.
Yeah,
The gunner going down there.
yeah, he had some ups right there.
So they're going to decide to re-kick and march off 5 yards. Well, it's another opportunity for Pleasant Grove to field the ball. 2 turnovers in the second half for Pleasant Grove. They came on consecutive plays early in the third quarter. Carthage trying to steal another possession there with that pop-up kick.
You know, it's about all you can do with the wind against them like that. You know, try something, and it almost worked. You know, the ball played up almost like a boomerang.
Montreal with a much shorter kick and a great job to just bring it in and fall to the ground. And now here's a word from our title sponsor, Jack in the Box.
The best rated burger and fast food with more beef than a Big Mac. Keep up, Ronald. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
John Little, Brad McCoy, Austin Ivan, and the whole crew. McKinney, Texas is the spot. 2 East Texas rivals. Maybe the best rivalry in East Texas going right now. And it is a 7-point game. All we could want. Pleasant Grove has never beaten Carthage. The Bulldogs are a 10-time state champion, including the defending champion of 4A2. And to even reach the regional final, you got to get past the defending champs. Colt Yancey, the first-year starting quarterback of Pleasant Grove, trying to come up with a game-tying drive. Starting at his own 46. Great field position. Flag comes down, throws upfield into coverage. It is caught, but I think it's coming back. A game down to the 38-yard line to Landon Fincher, but let's look at the flag.
Yeah, Bell was a little outmatched with that linebacker then, and tried his best, but got a hold on the backs, and that one's going to come back.
Got the hitchhiking thumb out.
And just mistakes right there. I mean, he's trying hard, but he's got to step up in the hole, meet him faster. But Pleasant Grove just can't make those kind of mistakes. Between the turnovers, and here's the hole, as you see it, and you can see Bell really stepping up, but he gets beat, and then he holds to come back. And so that's just a hard play. Going to have to go low on that and get in the line of scrimmage.
Takes away maybe the best throw of the game, by the way, by Yancey. So here's 1st and 20. Yancey again, pursued from behind and sacked. Here comes Queen back, who has taken over in this second half. The sack by back to the 31.
Yeah, athleticism is really coming over right now. Not that Colt's not, but
We got a score update on the tickle.
Stop, and you got full speed there. Just tough. Again, momentum is such a huge thing. When you get in a game like this,
Carlisle is trailing Hamilton 13-7. Third quarter, 4th and 1 on the 1-yard line. Hamilton trying to score. So that's that right there.
It's going to be a 2nd and 30, Coach.
Yeah, when the waterfall hits, it kind of starts breaking out. They're just kind of, and there's not a 2nd and 30 play. You got to run a draw screen. You got to do something, get part of it back, and just get a punt down. You got the win, and let your defense go try to turn the tide of the game.
The score is on the ticker. Look at the bottom down there. At the bottom of the screen, it's scrolling across the bottom. 27-20, Carthage lead.
Yancey sets up the
Screen, left side.
Made by Browning, and Browning is pursued and then pulled backward by the very physical Carson Crawford. Not much on the play. A gain of
9:50 something left in the game.
When you talk about Carthage, when you talk about defense, you talk about speed. Even at their defensive end positions, but especially in their secondary, those guys can.
Yeah, like I said, y'all want to know the scores, they all at the bottom.
Hey, I got them. And then all of a
Right now it's 27-20, Carthage.
come back to the middle of the field. So super speed for Coach Surratt and what he has on the field.
Athens won 37-36.
Not a misprint, 3rd and 29. Handoff to Richardson. Richardson getting outside and is able to gain a 5-yard pickup out to the 33, and exactly what you called for. Now it's going to be punting time, and with the wind behind you, a chance.
Let y'all have it for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you got 9 minutes left. Your defense has played well. I mean, you're in a 7-point ball game. You don't want to do anything crazy and giving the ball inside their, your part of the field. So have a great punt. I wouldn't punt it to them. I'm going to punt this thing out of bounds somewhere down around, the 25-30-yard line.
So the punt away. It hits short, but it does take a nice roll for Pleasant Grove.
Perfect.
That's exactly what they wanted. So the Champs have the ball, but they have to start at their own 9-yard line, leading by 7. The Champs, well, not only once, not twice, not, LeBron James, blah, blah, blah. 10 times over the years, only Alito has more. And then you got Katy, Salina, and Richland Springs. That is impressive. And what's more impressive, again, is how Carthage has done it all in the last 15 years or so, all since 2008.
With the same coach.
Right.
Most of those schools, and Tim McKenna has won, I guess, 8 or 7 or 8, but most of those schools have won multiples with different coaches. It's just amazing what Coach Surratt has done. Now, being in a school for 18 years, that doesn't happen very often either.
No.
Well, 8 minutes. See what we can do here. This will kind of prove Carthage's where. Can they go 91 and see what a defense from PG can do?
Well, they're certainly capable of it. This guy can go 91 in a flash. But KJ Edwards bowls his way for 4.
You think you'll see the ball much in this possession?
I think you'll see it a lot. That's only his, 14th carry, make it 15 now. I mean, his legs are going to be relatively fresh. It's not like he's carried it 30 times.
Right. Yeah, I think you'll get a full dose of him on this and try to run the clock, get down and get a score.
Extra blocking tight end in there, wearing number 90, Caden Gordon, a freshman.
Jeff's doing a good job reading defense. He's calling out his signals to his people.
2nd down and 5. Again, Edwards starts inside, bounces out right. Able to make it out of a tackle, and that second effort out past the 20-yard line, and a 1st down on the gain of 7 to the 21-yard line for KJ Edwards.
Yeah, you're not going to arm tackle this guy. Between his size and speed and strength, I mean, it's down low, arm tackles, 1, 2, 3. He spins out. Finally, somebody gets him down. He made 5, 6 yards after contact, and that's the mark of a great running back.
Carthage has taken care of the ball in the 2nd half as well. 1 turnover in the game. The strip sack delivered by Jalen Foster of Jet Surratt. New set of downs. As Carthage normally likes to go fast, now they're going to try to grind it. Hand off to Benny Smith. Smith into the line, plodding forward. He picks up 3. Coach, you think about Carthage, and they've been in this position so many times over the years, even against Pleasant Grove. End of games, able to grind out games. They know how to win games, how to play winning football.
They do. They've been here multiple times, and they've been here, multiple times against Pleasant Grove. And these coaches know each other really well. They know their kids very well. They know their strengths. And right now, with 7 minutes left in the game, Carthage is going to play to their strengths. You're not going to see anything tricky. You're going to see a great savvy quarterback, a coach's kid that's going to get them in the right formation, and you're going to see those 2 running backs own the game.
The running back right now is Edwards. Toss left, and it's played really well. Getting in there, Jalen Foster to turn him inside, and only out to near the 25-yard line for Edwards. So it's going to leave a 3rd down here for Carthage, 3rd and about 6 yards.
Yeah, so you got a big question. Do you want to try to throw the ball here, or what's your key? I think if you're the defense, you're thinking they don't really want to do that. You got a chance to, really pin your ears back and run blitz, so to speak, and cover every gap. We'll see what kind of chances or the gamble that Surratt wants to take here if he wants to throw a really high yield possession route.
Huge 3rd down and 6 from the 25. Surratt throws it underneath. Edwards in space. He loves to be here, trying to gain the first down yardage, but he is shy of the first down. He needed every bit of the 31. He is a yard shy. It is 4th and 1 from the 30.
Big decision. Surratt knows he's got the people that can go, that can go, but from the 30.
Do you dare?
Yeah. Great blocking out on the edge. And this is just a run play. I mean, all this is just a wide sweep, run play. You get up, don't tackle with your arms.
Offense is out there, trying to get Pleasant Grove to jump offside by putting Crawford under center. And now Surratt races under center. Play clock, maneuvering down, and they do hand it off. It's a first down. What a play. Jaden Jeffers, a 5-yard carry, and Jet Surratt, a wizard at running this offense for Carthage.
All that to get to that.
Right.
I'm telling you, that of course you're going fast now, keeping it back up, but all that was choreographed to get to that point.
Edwards slips, runs into his own man. 5-yard gain for KJ Edwards as he makes his way toward 2 bills tonight. He may end up getting there. KJ Greer, the big left tackle, normally is in there to play a nose guard spot right now for Pleasant Grove.
If you go back and think about that 4th down play, they faked the quarter, they faked this. If you go and look at PG's defense, they were all standing up. They got it because they knew they were just trying to draw us offside. They completely lost their edge when the actual play comes. So that's perfectly choreographed by Surratt and his team.
Offensive genius for sure. 4-yard gain on first, 2nd and 6 from the 40. 5 minutes left. 4 minutes have been drained on this drive. Benny Smith shifting those feet. And Smith always falling forward. Only a gain of 2.5. It leaves a 3rd down and 4.
Man, what a 1-2 punch that you can take, your A&M commit out that's is all everything, and bring that guy in who doesn't quite have the speed, but man, got the punch, and so you don't lose much by bringing Benny in. And I'm telling you, that's just most teams don't have that luxury, especially in a game like this where you got the ball with 8 minutes left. You've taken 4 off the clock. You got 3rd and 4. You're staying with your process, and just trying to wear your defense down.
Got both of the backs in there now in an I formation on 3rd down and 4. And the pitch out to Edwards. Edwards flag down. He has the first down, but this is coming back for a hold, and this may be huge to open up the door for a Hawks comeback.
Yeah, it's at the point of attack, and if we replay it, you'll see the hold on the left side of the offense, and just grabs his arm and shoulder pads to give KJ a chance to get around the edge. It's very obvious, easy to call on that. So a little stops. You can see this right here, right at the top of your screen. Number 11 just grabs him, turns him right there. Not much, but enough to get the flag because it's at the point of attack. So yeah, it may have stopped bleeding a little bit here. Now you got 3rd and 14. Now Coach Surratt's got to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? I'm still on my end of the field. Do I want to take that momentum and punt the ball against the wind, try to let my defense win the game, or do I want to put it up right now? Again, where is zero? How are they going to get the ball to him?
3rd and 14. Surratt underneath. Instead, they get it to Jeffers. Jeffers trying to get outside. He does. 40-yard line. First down. Sideline. 40. And out of bounds. Jaden Jeffers. Everybody's looking at 0 and white and 15. The tight end, Jaden Jeffers.
Yeah, you just knew the screen was coming right there with 0, and it was on the other side. Missed tackle right there. And then bad angles on everybody else. Of course, he's pretty fast. But, man, that may have very well been the ball game right there.
Jaden Jeffers leads the team in touchdown grabs this season. An underrated player who plays a huge role for this Carthage team. Ball down to the 29, 3.5 left. They've already drained 6 minutes on this drive. And up by 7, trying to put it away. Smith churning. And Benny Smith gobbling up yards down to the 22, 7 on the pickup.
I imagine right now, defensive coordinator is saying the first guy hold him up, the next guy strip the ball. We got to have a fumble. We got to have a turnover. We can't just let them run the whole clock out right here. But that's exactly what they've done. And they were on the 9. They were on the 9. They said, can we go 91 yards and show our the dominance that we have, or is that defense going to rise up?
They've done it over and over again to so many teams over the years. As Austin told us early in the game, 10 state championships for Scott Circut. He's only lost in the playoffs 8 times. Second down and 3. And again, Smith is the running back. Carries it left side. Through a tackle. And he has the first down right for that 3-yard pickup down to the 19. Brought down by Buck Anderson. And that precious time is going to roll down toward the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove's got 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute timeout, so they really can't afford to give up another first down.
10 state championships for Scott Circut in his 18 years, and only 8 losses in the playoffs.
You know, as you would say, some of those kids don't know how to lose. They've never been in that situation.
Circut trying to decide whether to snap this thing or not, and he doesn't have to, because it was perfect to the 40-second play clock, or the shot clock as they call it in Carthage. Helped them drain 35 seconds down to the 2-minute timeout. Carthage again on the verge of knocking off the Pleasant Grove Hawks for the 9th time all time. The THSCA Game of the Week on Victory Plus is presented by Jack in the Box. Get so much more at Jack in the Box. Pleasant Grove needs a huge stand in McKinney to figure out a way to stick around with the 10-time champion Carthage Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the 19 as we come back to play. Handoff. Edwards put him away. High stepping for his 3rd tonight. And assuring the Bulldogs of a spot in the regional finals. What a performance by the Texas A&M commit.
Yeah, you just can't let this guy go in space. Point of attack, there's 1, 2, no arm tackles. Good blocking downfield by his buddy. I was just fixing to say for the play, they just can't allow another first down with the time the way it is. But they did.
Well, they allowed a touchdown instead. And this Carthage team down by 10 at the half, held to 7 points in the first half, has exploded for 27 points in the second half. And KJ Edwards is having a game, but what else is new?
Quite a running back. But you got teammates around him that are playing really well, and coaches that are putting him in the right position again, to do the thing. And then just the pedigree. I mean, they expect to win. One of the things that our teams used to say when we were playing was every day expect to win, play to win. And I promise you, these guys every time they walk on the field, they expect to win, play to win. I think PG expected to win tonight. I think they had themselves convinced they could beat these guys tonight. But then at a point, you get your will taken away from you, and turnovers and big penalties at the wrong time are what turn the wheel over of these kind of games.
I don't know if you have to play flawlessly against Carthage to win, but it has to be pretty darn close to it. And the big mistakes in the second half appear to have done in Pleasant Grove tonight.
Yeah, our main goal when I was coaching was make sure you kick the ball at the end of every series. And the punts are fine. But after every series, kick the ball. You cannot throw it. You cannot turn it over. And so I think those are, as you said, John, those are the things. You don't have to play flawless. You can punt the ball 5, 6, 7, 8 times, but you can't throw it to them.
Those 2 turnovers right at the beginning of the third quarter, turning this game around in a huge way. And then Carthage's talent taking over with a 7+ minute drive, 91 yards in length, capped off by the 19-yard touchdown run by KJ Edwards. And before the trick play can be run, very smart by Carthage to go ahead and spend one of their timeouts. Either that or we got a false start.
I think we got a false start again. We had the play set up, and somebody jumped off.
See if that is the case as the teams come off the field right now, or at least PG does.
He's not sure what he's going to call right now either.
Bated breath.
Oh, the ball had not been ready for play, so no penalty. This is an opportunity for PG to show their fight, their class, and their character, and that heart and soul, all those things. I know Coach Gibson's going to be coaching them, and all those Gibson coaches are going to be coaching them, and just see some fight.
Yeah,
see what you can do.
Steps up and runs right into Zay Owens, who has led the team in tackles for loss, sacks, and pressures this season. He and Quebec combined on the sack and the narrow loss.
I tell you what, Quebec's a player. His motor may be running too fast at times, but he is a player.
Yancey trying to lead the comeback, directing traffic, looking upfield. Instead, runs out of bounds. That stops the clock. $1:23 to play in McKinney. And Pleasant Grove, 2 timeouts left, down by 14 to the defending champs.
Hell, coaches, nobody's giving up. Yancey's he's trying to direct traffic out there. He's pointing deep, and they just have to kind of make a play. It's something to give him a little life.
Fake handoff to Richardson. Instead, it's going to be a carry by Yancey, and it is sniffed out by Carson Crawford, one of the most disruptive defenders in East Texas. A loss back to the 40.
Yeah, it's like the Sharks now. There's blood in the water. You know how that it's a feeding frenzy, and that's where Carthage is right now. They feel it. They fought back. It was a tough first half for them, but they came back in, made some great plays, and now it's just every one of them are athletes, so they're making great plays, just like you're going to see here. They're not biting on the jet sweep fakes. They're not going anywhere. They're staying in their lane. They're staying in their responsibilities, covering who they need to cover, and they're just feeling it right now. I think both of these teams thought if they could get by tonight, they could at least get to Dallas. That's what to look at. I know there's some other teams coming. I know Brock is playing really well. Of course, I'm a little partial to the Graham boys, and I hope they'd love to see them get another chance. This was a game of 1 and 2 all year long, and it's kind of that matchup has not disappointed anyone.
Pleasant Grove proving, I think, in the first half when they're playing well, when they're staying ahead of the chains, when they're playing within themselves, there was no question they could have beaten Carthage today. It looked like it might be their day through the first 24 minutes. But then
We back, ETX High School Football Show. Oh, he going deep. Oh, that is. That is.
The younger brother of KJ returns it to the 30 and seals it.
Yeah, that ought to do it right there, Coach.
Another win over their rivals from Texarkana.
Yeah, I sure hate this for Colt Yancey. I mean, he's thrown 3 picks tonight, and they've been ugly picks. But you know, he's just been harassed and under pressure in every throw. He's just trying to make something happen. And it's just been a
I'll
tough
do to you. You know what I'm talking about?
that he goes out on this. And,
But honestly, Pleasant Grove did have a shot at it, man. You know what I'm saying? They had a shot at it.
This will be something he just knows he has to get over that.
But they came out the second half making too many mistakes.
He is loved by this team, and he's a leader on this team. But I'll tell you what, the pressure that Carthage defense has put on him tonight, and the way the secondaries responded to balls in the air have really been a tough night on a quarterback.
And it's tough to go up against Carthage.
The score is on the ticker, 34-20, Carthage.
Man,
Got the scores going across the bottom of the screen.
tonight on both sides of the ball, but at some point, Carthage, you could just put their picture and Scott Surratt's picture next to the word inevitable in the dictionary, because it just seems like every year the Bulldogs are there at the end.
We're going to bring y'all some more action here shortly.
100 little kids like that kid right there that are sitting in the stands watching this and knowing, you know, 6 years from now it's going to be my turn. And that they just grow up believing it and seeing it and understanding it. And once that machine starts,
Last time I checked, Kilgore was leading 34-0.
Community support, the administrative
I don't think too much
the money
changed.
they poured into the program, the facilities that they've built. Everything points to just a program that just survives year after year at the top of the game. Pleasant Grove is in that world too, but just haven't been able to get over the big hump called the Carthage Bulldogs.
A scare put into the Bulldogs, down by 10 points at the half. But just like how they rallied from down double digits to Pleasant Grove 2 seasons ago, they do it again. Scott Surratt's team advances. Coach Darby, the defensive coordinator for Pleasant Grove, congratulating Scott Surratt on another well-executed game and a win here in McKinney over Pleasant Grove by a final of 34-20, and the Bulldogs moved to 13-0.
Just like that.
Yeah, 2 quality programs. You know, East Texas
Straight like
so
that.
many great teams, great state champions through the years. A lot of it is just when you. I was in the West Texas, and I know once you got to the semifinals and the finals, you were going to hit great speed every time, and coaches do a great job. I love that. I love the wives that are that involved, and believe me, on both sides, coaches' wives that are playing a big role in that for their husbands, in the wins and the losses. It's a family deal, and I promise you, Pleasant Grove will rally those kids. You know, they'll bring them back. They love them. They've got their heart. It'll really be hard. It'll be a sting. This happened last year to them at the same way. But then a bunch of these kids went back and played baseball last year and go to the state championship in baseball. So it's not just football. It'll carry over to the halls. You know, these teams are an epitome of what their school looks like. The discipline of what they do. Their principals love their teams to win. Their superintendents love their teams to win because it affects the whole general population of their school. So, man, I'm proud of both these teams. Wish Carthage the best of luck as they continue, and thankful there's guys like Josh Gibson that are coaching kids in our world.
A gutsy, grinding, cut from behind win for the 10-time state champs, taking down Pleasant Grove 34-20.
There you have it, folks.
Coverage coming up, including interviews from McKinney next.
There you have it, folks. Carthage, 34-20. And they will move on. We're going to bring y'all some bonus coverage.
I think they're just.
He loses 4 yards.
We're going to bring y'all some of this Carlisle. Right now, they are trailing 23-7.
So we knew a lot about this offense.
Fourth quarter,
for the
2
Bulldogs
minutes and 40 seconds left.
And it was a slow first half for them, but they have, even though the points haven't been great in the second half, Chad, they've shown what they are on offense. 2nd and 14, and Roberts is going to end up with the football himself, breaks away from a few tacklers, then pays the price back at midfield. He'll lose another 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 18, and the Indians will take a timeout here.
Sure, they
So we'll take
some
the timeout
deals,
with them here.
St.
3rd and
Augustine
18, 2:17 to play here on NetSN. We'll be right back.
Yeah, man, it's going down, man. ETX High School Football Show.
Hi, I'm Candace Ross.
And I'm Chantel Brown.
And we are with the East Texas Touchdown Queens.
You are watching the East Texas High School Football Show.
Everybody can't get in there.
Hey, you know what, dog? We need a magazine down here in Texas, man.
Yeah, we do.
We do, man. Matter of fact, they should call it Down in Texas.
That's a good idea.
And then we just gotta tell them that everybody can't get in this magazine like we are. So I'm gonna let my boy Prez tell you all about Down in Texas, man.
Down in Texas magazine, you know they giving you the culture.
Ooh-wee.
But guess what? Everybody can't get in there.
Hey, they giving y'all the culture, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Y'all see them? who has that culture, man?
Live action.
I was going to have an uphill battle, but they stuck around and they fought hard all game.
Roberts looks to pass over the middle. Caught. Devin Ains, and it's a 1st down for the Bulldogs, and that should do it, Chad.
Yeah, it probably just seals the deal right there. Great catch by
look like Carlisle gonna come up just short.
At the 26-yard line with 2:05 to play. They're gonna run it down to the 2-minute warning, or the 2-minute timeout.
Got to update my ticker.
There's the 2-minute timeout. We'll
got a score update
here on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians
ETX High School Football Show is sponsored by Down in Texas Magazine, Chronicles of Beauty, East Texas Touchdown Queens, Loud Be Quiet Air Freshener, Jimenez Inc. Lawn Care and Moving Service, and Designs by Washington Girls.
What's going on, y'all? This is Adam Jimenez. You're watching the ETX High School Football Show. Hey, y'all, this is Adam Jimenez. I just want to tell y'all about Jimenez Inc. We got a lawn service and we got a moving service. We can move anything. We can mow anything. Give us a call. If we can't do it, we'll find somebody who can.
We're back with live action.
Goes to Hill, and Hill up the middle across the 20, fights through some tackles. 15, cuts inside across the 10, down to the 6.
And that'll be all she wrote.
That's another 1st down. The 7-yard line is where they'll spot him.
And they can nil it out.
They can nil it out. Carlisle does have 2 timeouts left. I don't think.
I wouldn't think.
I don't think they're going to use it. And you would think courtesy here would be if they're not going to call the timeout, Chad, you do kneel it out. We'll see if that's what happens.
Hey,
You would think so.
Tip of the hat to the Carlisle Indians. What a great turnaround a year makes, right? And this junior-heavy team going to be something to watch next year.
Now they're going to hand it off to Turner, and Turner will be brought down to the 3-yard line.
We got a score update on the ticker.
And I got to be honest, I think that's okay. Look, if they're going to try to score, we're going to call.
Yeah,
we're going to call a timeout, keep you from scoring.
Mount Enterprise 74, Overton 46. So Mount Enterprise will move on.
Keep them out. Much closer ball game than what the score indicates right now.
This is a Hamilton football team. You see how they made it to the state semifinals last year. They lost 2 games early in the year by a combined 7 points on those 2 games, Chad. They're going to move to 11-2 after today's game. This is a team that,
like I say, last I heard on Kilgore,
so then you get to the state semifinals.
They was up.
You do when you get there, back to where they were last year.
34-0. So I mean, I'm pretty sure Kilgore will move on as well.
A year full of injuries. They're going to finish 7-6 on the year. When we saw them back in week 3, injuries were becoming a problem for them. I wasn't sure how that would go. But for them to fight back and be the last team in their district standing in the 3rd round of the playoffs, hats off to them. And that's a credit to Coach Clay Baker and what his staff has done in the community of Carlisle, which I will never stop saying enough good things about. As the fake handoff, and Roberts is going to keep it. He's going into the end zone. I got a feeling, Chad, that's not going to sit well.
No.
Yeah, he pumped one more in.
I don't think that one's going to sit well, and I got to be honest, I don't know if I like it. I'm not saying you should just not score, but
yeah, I'm not going to say nothing.
I don't know.
We got about 35 minutes left before that South Cliff and Turl game going to jump off. After this right here, we'll probably end this live and come back.
So the extra point is no good. 1:11 to play here in the game, and we'll take a timeout. We are back here on NetSN.
Ho, ho, ho. You know, not every gift fits under the tree. Some gifts come with 18 wheels and a whole new future.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it right here for this right here. You know, ain't too much else gonna go on with this, you know, from what I can see. So what we gonna do, man, is we gonna give it a little break for a minute and come back. And I'm going to have y'all more score updates. I'm going to have y'all, that boy said Turl is dumpster juice. Now, I don't know. They let me know or some 12-0 or something. I don't know, man. I mean, you know, hey, man, I guess we about to find out. About to find out real quick and real fast, you know what I'm saying? My man, Coach Bryce over there, at South Cliff, you know, we'll get an interview from him this week and see what he talking about. But we'll probably give it a break and come back. Let me see, they start at 6. We'll probably come back about 7 because it'll be more games on. And then they'll get their game will be an hour in or whatever. So that's what we'll do right there with that. You know what I'm saying? But man, we appreciate y'all, man. We had a very good audience today on YouTube. We had a very good audience today on Facebook. And we also had a very good audience. Let me go look, see. Yeah, we got a few on Instagram right now because I forgot to start the live on Instagram. It's a little separate than these others. You got to do it separate. But Yeah, y'all check back, man. I will say by 7 p.m. Like I say, if y'all subscribe to the page, if you on the YouTube right now, all you got to do is just subscribe to the page. It's a bell up there. After you subscribe, hit that bell, and it'll notify you whenever we drop a new video, you know. And like I say, we'll drop another one probably about 7, and we'll go from there. But this game here is pretty much a wrap, as y'all can see. 29-7. We'll go on and see what it is. We'll see.
Yeah, if they go down, it's they're gonna be tough.
I'm curious to see what it looks like for Carlisle next year and potentially the new district at Barra. Plenty of time to throw. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a loss of about 4 on the play, and it will be 4th down and 15.
Yeah, and then maybe we can get some more updated scores and all that like that, man.
And so the season will end here for the Indians, and the Hamilton Bulldogs will advance. A 29-7 win for the Bulldogs here, and they had to earn this one.
Yeah.
It was 13-7 at the half. They scored 16 points.
Yeah.
In the third
yeah, that's
quarter.
a wrap on this here.
Well, 13 in the third, or excuse me, 10 in
Carlisle
the third.
had a good season, man.
In the fourth.
They defied the odds, man.
Turnover battle, and that's the one thing that'll get them. And they're gonna have to clean that up. And it's, you know how it is, Chad. In the playoffs, you're just trying to win the game.
Right.
It doesn't have to be pretty tonight.
But that's our final score. Carlisle 7, Hamilton 29. Of course, the counter. And like I say, man, like I told y'all earlier, y'all meet me back here at 7 p.m. We gonna bring it back, and we gonna run it one more time. You know what I'm saying? And that should take us on through the night and whatever else we gonna do for the day or whatever. But I appreciate y'all, man. It's going down, man. ETX High School Football Show. We see y'all at 7. ETX High School Football Show is sponsored by Down in Texas Magazine, Chronicles of Beauty, East Texas Touchdown Queens, Loud Be Quiet Air Freshener, Jimenez Inc. Lawn Care and Moving Service, and Designs by Washington Girls.